Hi all, Juanita from Not So Shabby. I'm a content creator for Dixie Belle, and today we're going to be doing Ruby's chair. I spoke about this on the page before and put a pic up. The back has only had one coat. So when it comes to painting fabric chairs, now this is just a cotton fabric chair, nothing major. I knew Lucy'd go get a toy. She does it every time I do a live.
Yep.
The heap's here too. So if you've got any questions along the way or you've just come in, you know, say hi and ask away. So all I've done was clean this chair. Just clean it. So I vacuumed it. Chairs get really, really dusty. And then, you know, I just cleaned it with a damp cloth. That's it. You're going to wet it anyway. So when it comes, I get a lot of questions about chairs and people are a bit scared of them, but you don't be scared of painting a chair. When you're painting a chair, initially you're not actually painting it, you're dyeing it. Big difference. And so that's how you avoid the crunchiness and the hardening of the material.
So we've got Corrine Baldwin's on. She says hi.
Hi, Corrine.
And we have Jan Woodham.
Hi, Jan.
Hi as well.
Sorry, I'm totally blind, so hubby's reading them out. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. Right. So this,
Kay
as I
Thorpe
said,
as
has
well.
had one coat. Sorry?
Kay Thorpe, hi sweetie.
Hi, Kay. Beautiful Kay. In between my coats, now this is only going to take 2 coats. I've actually done 2 coats on the front, so when we're finished, I'll switch you around. But, you know, some pieces I've done have like 4 coats, some have 3, some have 2. It just depends, you know, sort of what your material is. But you'll know when you're painting them. See, you can see on this one, it's a bit blotchy, obviously, because it's only had 1 coat. So 1 coat is done. Now, get your sandpaper, a very, very light grip sandpaper. I'm using Dixie Belle. These are fabulous. They're bendy, and I think they're just the perfect grit for sanding down. Every coat you do, you have to sand it down afterwards. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now.
So Julie Lark says hi.
Hi Julie, thanks for watching. All right, so we're just trying to talk over myself. We're just sanding. And I'll do this bit, then we'll turn around and do a side, so we'll sand that too. You know, you don't have to go crazy, but the sanding it of your piece is softening that material. So, you know, that's pretty good. Now, if we do this, we can see our bits. So I've just got like a damp cloth. Hello, Lucy. Site foreman's come to say hello. Your damp cloth is obviously just going to, and it can be damp because I'm about to wet it anyway. You know, just to get rid of all your sandy bits, your flyaways. All right. Now, initially I started off in tea rose. Love tea rose. The Qatar I just done, that was tea rose too. But that was a mix, and so was this. Because I didn't have a lot. This is a massive chair. Sorry, Heath looks like he wants to say something.
No, just Lucy come sit with you.
You know, so it does take a lot of paint. So I mixed hurricane grey in this. Now, I like hurricane grey with tea rose because it gives it that warmth, that bit of deepness in it. And plus I didn't know whether I was going to get to the end or not.
So we do have a question.
Yep.
So Corrine Baldwin says, how long do you wait to sand after the first coat?
Right, excellent question. As you can see, I'm not in my painting room. I'm in the lounge room. So cold here in Tasmania, heater's going all night, and specifically that's why I've done it in the lounge room. You know, depending on what kind of heat you've got in your studio or your house, this has been not even 24 hours. I want to say probably 15 hours. But remembering it's been sitting 2 meters away from a wood fire going all day. You know, you can put your piece, if you're in a sunny area, it's nice and sunshine outside, put it outside. You know, you'll know, you can feel that it's ready, you know, for its next one, but you don't want to jump in, which I want to do all the time. I want to get in there, I want to finish the piece, but you've got to let it have that enough time to dry. So fantastic question. Now, hope that's answered it. I've just got a little, these are little soup containers, so I keep these. They've got lids, but I'm using the Dixie Belle massive brush. These are fabulous. I've got about 4 of these, and I find these are really good, and you'll see why in a minute, you know, to get your paint on your piece. So I'll just pour this in.
Corinne says thank you.
Wonderful. Great. You're very welcome. Okay. So your friend in painting material, I feel like I'm talking a lot, but, you know, these are all things you need to know. I haven't put that much in there, but I've got a misting bottle and I'm going to add water to it. Now, a lot of people, you know, when they paint a piece of furniture, material piece of furniture, they will half their paint as well, like half water, half paint. As you can see, I'll spin you around a minute. I've got a piece here that I've done over 2 years ago. I sit in it every day and I've done exactly this procedure. So I don't feel the need, excuse me, to half my paint, but I do miss my brush, miss the piece as I go. And Lucy's decided to get a toy. Now, you know, guys, you don't have to have a misting bottle, you know, but yeah, that's what I'm using. So, you know, you don't want to go stupid in the fact that you don't want your piece dripping, but, you know, you don't want it dry either because you don't want that crispiness. I'll start down here, guys. But as you can see, with this brush, you know, you get a good coverage quickly because it's just so massive. So, and, you know, that's it. Hopefully you guys can get that. Once again, I spray my brush, give a light spray here, and go again. Lucy! Stop being naughty. She does this every single time I do a live. Now, I'm going to paint the legs, the wood. That's going to be white. And look, guys, you could tape it off. I could have taped it off. But, you know, I just didn't. So, once I'm finished with my material and it's dry, I will take the material off, obviously, and do the legs. Lucy! No! Shh! Yeah. She's so naughty.
She loves it.
Yeah. I push pretty hard. You know, you're dyeing your material, you know, so you want to get in there and give it a good hard go. Excuse me, guys. I just cannot get rid of this cough. I've had the flu twice, and it's just ridiculous. Now, I've got a couple little flyaways, so, you know, make sure you get them.
So Tammy Booth also, Tammy says, my dog is going off a hedge. You can hear the squeak.
Oh, really, Tam? Yeah. Yeah, she's an attention seeker. That's what it is.
All the other babies are sleeping under the table.
Yeah. I'll never forget when she had her babies. And the first and only time, like, I was doing a live out here, and she fed her babies laying on her back. Now, not in the whole time she had her babies had she ever fed them like that. I couldn't believe it. She loves the attention. So now that's a bit from my brush. Just get rid of that. All right. Swing it around a bit more so I can see.
So Kelly Webb's on. She says, good morning.
Hi, Kelly. Thank you, darling. Thanks for watching. Painting this big grand chair. All right. I actually get a little bit, isn't it terrible? I get a bit puffed when I do it because I really put my effort into it. And it's the only time I put effort into anything, really. So, but, you know, you want to get in there. You want to give it a good go. Now, these bits here, I go around with, what do we got? You know, just that kind of paintbrush. Nothing special, guys. Because I find this big one doesn't sort of get in there enough.
So Susie's on, and Susie says, I agree with. I tried the half and half, and it wasn't so good. Misting the brush and fabric works really well. P.S. Love your hair.
Thanks, Suze. I used to work with Susie. She's lovely. Yeah, look, and, you know, everyone has their own thing. But when I've got a chair, I did it 2 years ago, I sit on it every day, and it's fabulous. I sort of don't want to go away from what I know, you know, so, yeah, that's my method anyway. Ooh, right. This chair weighs a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Right. As you can see, here to here, this, I've done the front twice, but I've stopped here. Yeah, but we're going to go around here. So we're back to our sandy. Now, when you get to... I'll sand and then I'll talk, I think, guys. I'm loud, but yeah.
So Kay Thorpe says, beautiful shaped chair, looks like Alice in Wonderland.
Doesn't it, Kay? And look, thank you. I actually thought I've got Dixie Belle Alice in Wonderland transfers. I was thinking maybe should I put one on it because it's just such a beautiful magical chair. You know, it's for Ruby. Yeah, I don't know. Look, I changed my mind so much. So now when we get to the front, as I said, the front's done, but you've got to remember your last point of call when you're doing point of call. Oh, whatever, guys, you know what I mean. Your last part of finishing your chair is your waxing. Now, I use, obviously, you know, everything I use is Dixie Belle. I use clear wax on my chairs. So once this is completely dry, I'll go in with my clear wax and, you know, I'll let it sit for a couple of hours. I'll rub it off and I'll wait probably another 12 or so hours and I'll go in again. I like to make sure I have a good amount of wax on my chair. Good Lord, now I'm stuck. Yeah, so, you know, that's your ceiling. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, remembering my first coat was just tea rose, so obviously the colours do look different. The colours look different too because they're wet. It'll dry darker. Yeah, but I've mixed my hurricane grey because I got a little bit scared and thought I was going to run out.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't order anymore. I'm so crazy. I just didn't. Yeah, I forgot. When I finish, I'll show you some new products Dixie Belle has as well.
So Kay says she loves that colour.
Hi, Kay. Thank you, darling. It's a great mix. I mean, tea rose. Look, tea rose is a beautiful colour, and I loved. If I had enough, I probably wouldn't have mixed it. I probably just would have went. You know, it's for Ruby's room, and I probably would have just been happy with the tea rose on its own. But because I was running low, you know, I thought, yeah. All right. So that's that side. Now I have to get my big, strong muscles. It's because I'm half on sheet, I'm half on a rug. Ugh. You think Keith would be lifting this for me, man? All right. Right, once again, I've wrapped up all this sheet everywhere. It's just chaos here in the moment. I'm waiting for a dog to come in and steal something. Right, I'm back to our sanding again. Do not forget your sanding. It's a massive part of the process. Well, it softens, you know. You know, Heath?
Yes.
It
softens the blow.
Who stole my my rag?
There it is. It's wrapped up just behind the back leg.
Ah, I was going to blame one of the dogs.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right.
They always stink.
Yeah. Got to be quick around here.
Mm.
All right. Do we need a little bit more? Just a tad.
Just a bit more?
Just a tad. All right. Because I do need to go around then the whole chair and get my creases. So I'm just going to spray a little bit in my paint. Spray a bit there, spray a bit there. Spray a bit on loose.
That's what you get for sanding there.
That's right. And we go again. You know, I have done chairs with a normal paintbrush. Look, fine. You know, of course you can. But I feel it just takes longer, you know, than using this brush. Fabulous chunky brushes. This is the brush I used to blend that guitar. That was all the steampunk guitar. Yeah, they're really good for that as well. See, my back's to the fire. I feel like I need Heath to pat me down a bit.
Give me a spray bottle.
No.
Oh.
You'll muck up my hair.
Beautiful, beautiful hair.
You're crazy. All right, we'll get this just one more time. Brush. And get this bit here. Yeah, so, you know, I've been lazy. I haven't taped it off. I hate taping. Anyone that knows me watches my videos. I say it 1,000 times a day. I hate taping. So, yeah, but I'll have to obviously tape the chair once it's finished and go in with fluff or cotton. Cotton's white of Dixie Belle, and I might actually use cotton over this one just so it really, really, really stands out. Now, here's where I'm talking to get up into my bits. You right, hey? Mm-hmm. Up in here, because it's so chunky, that brush, I'm scared I'm not going to get my bits. But off camera, I'll go around, guys, and, yeah, grab my bits. Here we go, I'm just spinning around again. See, now, looking at it now, it's starting to dry. I'm just going to pick it up, guys, this is ridiculous. I can see a couple of pieces of mist. Where are we? Right. Can we open the front door, because I feel like I'm working too hard here. I'm just going to bring it back a bit, guys. Oh, right. Now, this isn't dry because I only just did it this morning. But yeah, like I can see just couple of little bits that, I've missed. So I'll go in, after I get off camera, fix them up, and I reckon tomorrow morning will be really good. Will be good to start our waxing. All my little buttonholes, I'm gonna do them white with a little fine paintbrush, and then I'll go in, around the whole thing with cotton. It's gonna look beautiful. Okay, so while I've got you guys, so that's the process. It's easy. Please don't feel it. Heath, can you just spin around to this chair here? I'll show you guys, if you haven't seen. A lot of people probably have. But there's my one I did 2 years ago. Yeah, sit in it all the time. My father sits in it every time he comes. It's like, yeah, fabulous. I mean, it's 2 years ago. I've actually, you can turn it back now, Heath, please. I've actually dripped things on it. Paint and stuff like that over the time. It could probably do with another guy. But don't be scared. It's sort of like a really, 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 really soft leather. That's how I can explain the feeling, I mean, fabulous. Right, before I let you guys go, I'll run you through some new products of Dixie Belle's because they're fabulous and they sent them to me and I can't wait to use them. So they've got a new, few new stencils. This one's called Tiles. They're so brand new. I've not long got them, guys, so I haven't even used them myself. What's this one? Mud cloth. Hopefully you guys can get a good look at those. And they're massive. They're so, so big. So once again, it's good value for money. Whimsical check. Like these, I'm so happy about these ones. Because, especially this buffalo check. I was actually going to try to do this myself without an actual stencil. Oh. And just taping, taking off, taping again. And now I don't have to, because the wonderful people of Dixie Belle have made these stencils. So really happy. Okay, so they've brought out a paintbrush wash too. I will use this once again, brand new to me. So I'm going to use this on my brushes I've used for this piece. Yeah, so really happy about that because I spend ages cleaning my brushes sometimes. And anyone that's got the silk screen stencils from Dixie Belle, they've made it a cute little new applicator. It was always a thing, to use when you're using your silk screen as to what to, get that paint into. The silk screen stick onto your piece, so they're like a transfer, but they're sticky, and you just reuse them. So this is a fabulous little, and the best name ever, thingamajig. Now, I probably say that word probably 10 times a day because my mind doesn't work quick enough for my mouth. Yeah, so love that.
So Julie Lark's on, she says, my next project is a chair. I just love yours.
Oh, thanks, Julie. Isn't it fabulous? And like I've said, I've had inboxes before and comments about, people wondering what it's going to do. If you're scared, just, you can pick up really cheap. It doesn't matter the material. Pick up a cheap, if you're new to it, just a cheap $10 chair, and give it a go. Follow the rules. Every single coat, once dry, is sanding in between. Water you down as you go, your paintbrush, the piece, and I promise you, it'll be fabulous. So, yeah, definitely give it. I mean, Heath could do it. We should have Heath do one because he's got no clue. And so, See how good he's just. I really do love Heath, guys. I bag him out a lot, but you know that's why he loves me. That's our little thing. That was. It's not a look of love there. All right, guys. Once again, if you have any questions, I'll try to go back to the video of it. I'm not even getting notifications on my page just for comments. It's so stupid. Facebook just annoys me. But if you've done a comment on the video and I haven't seen it for whatever reason, just inbox me. I see that, you know, pretty much instantly. So then I can, if you've got any questions, not that you're going to need any help, guys. Honestly, it's fabulous. So when this is dry and we're all done, look, it's even feeling dry already. It's fabulous. Yeah, I'll do the outside. I'm going to rub it back a bit, maybe wax, I don't know. And hopefully Ruby will love it. She's way too little to sit in it yet, but I'll sit in it when I'm in there, just to get away from Heath. Be a bit of time out, maybe.
You need a time out.
Oh. All right, guys. As always, have a fabulous Saturday. Lots of love. Thanks for watching.